Cool. Who else we got in here? We got Manny Cortez. What's going on?
What's up, Joe?
What's good? What's good?
Got my I'm gonna type in my portfolio here. Thanks for doing this, by the way, man. I've been a long time follower, and it's my first time in one of these meetings. But you really, man, helped me out a lot by like I got my first Shopify gig because of your videos, and I really appreciate what you're doing here for us, man.
Definitely, man. Let's see. Let's check out Manny's portfolio. See what he's working with.
So I use mostly Shopify and Webflow, so that's what I try to um, market myself as.
Mm-hmm. No, that's good. You got a niche down, which is good. All right, cool. Manny Cortez Studios. I'm a freelance web developer specializing in front end development, UI, UX design. Very nice. Specialized using Webflow, Shopify, and other low code tools. Okay, let's see here. All right, nice. E-commerce, freelancer, ghostwriter. Okay, brands, art gallery design agencies I work with. Okay, very nice.
Logos, something like that. I need to
Okay.
fix that ASAP. Keep that in mind.
No, that's fine. That's what we're here for. That's where little things like that we catch it. You know. Let me see. Since January 2023, I've built 15 Webflow websites for clients, including software as a service. Very nice. Check out my portfolio. So, how's the Webflow, um, the Webflow flow for you? Since you've been getting a lot of clients, but how is it? How is it different than, like, let's say, a Shopify or you know?
Well, I think when it comes to front end building in the front end, I haven't seen a better builder than Webflow because it
Mm-hmm,
uses the CSS language and HTML. And
mm-hmm,
so if you know the basics of that, you'll pick up Webflow right away. And it's more of a visual tool. So it looks like Photoshop in the
mm-hmm,
interface, but it uses CSS grid and Flexbox and all the HTML and CSS and the
mm-hmm,
interactions. You can use it to build interactions as well. And they recently released apps also, which is equivalent to plugins with WordPress or
mm-hmm.
Shopify apps. So I feel like there's some opportunity there.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's only like 50 or 60 apps right now, and
Yeah, I was looking into that. Like, I saw the announcement when they announced that they were gonna do like a marketplace. So, because they had like little apps before, and they were like extensions, really. But now it seems like they opened it up for like the public and other developers to come in and really create more tools. I think that that's
exactly.
gonna be a good opportunity, for all of us that is trying to make that independent cash.
Hmm. Yeah, that's very true.
Let's see. I mean, the websites look really good. Um, Definitely, you're killing it with Webflow. And this is crazy. Years ago, people used to be killing this kid called Dreaded Dev because he would use Bootstrap Studio. And it's like, that kid was ahead of his time because at the end of the day, all of these things are tools, right? When you are either freelancing or you're working for a client, right? The client, what they care about is that the website works, that they could get their application out as soon as possible, right? And also too, like, you can go in and have a website that works and just looks good, right? So sometimes there's developers that they'll be like, nah, I gotta build this from scratch. And it's like that's the worst idea that you could have because technically, if you could build a website in 4 or 5 hours, right? Then that means that now you're open to be able to get more clients at the same time. So if each client comes in and you're gonna pay 1,000, 2,000, or whatever it might be, right? You could have 10 clients in one week. You get what I'm saying? And you could knock all of their websites out. Now, when you have to build things from scratch, like, it doesn't make sense to be doing that, especially when you have like an agency or you're like a freelancer. you want to have tools that allow you to build fast and that you can go in and deliver quickly for your clients.
Mhm. Yeah, and that's another thing that sets apart Webflow, I think, because like they have a thing called the Reloom library, which is basically made of
Mm-hmm.
components. So I'm not confined to like a theme or like, I don't have to go
Mm-hmm.
by their styles. I can just pick out a component from the library and then, style it however I want because
Mm-hmm.
it's like a bare bones, it's like a wireframe.
Mm-hmm.
And all of these were built with the Reloom library. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it looks really good. I think this is something that a lot of people should pay attention, especially when you're going to be freelancing. Like once like most of the stuff you could do it yourself. You get what I'm saying? But and you could do it by hand. But now with these tools, you can go in and actually build it and just be productive quickly. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, this is
So yeah,
React after.
okay, nice. Yeah, because I know there's somebody in the chat somewhere in the YouTube. But can he really build this type of websites himself? And it's like, yeah, bro. He's just smart. He's just like, yo, I'm gonna get my bag, knock all of these websites out real quickly with Webflow, right? When a client comes in with a bag and tells me, hey, I need a full stack application, I'll give them that too. And that's how you gotta look at it. It's so important to be so like diverse. This is why I tell people, again, and bringing back to like coding phase for anybody that's watching this, guys. When you come to coding phase, I'm trying to put you on this path, like someone that like what Manny is doing. This is exactly what I want for all of you guys, right? You come into coding phase, you learn every skill that's needed for you to be a well-rounded developer. That if a client comes up to you and tells you, hey, I need an email, guess what? You could do an email. Hey, I would like you to build me a landing page. Guess what? I could build a landing page. Oh, by the way, I would like you to build an application with a dashboard connected to this database and set up this API automations and set up a couple of I don't know, some third-party apps. Guess what? You can also do that. So you're not just limited to one single thing. That's why I tell people come in, learn content editing, right? Which is like content management, learning how to use a CMS, right? Learning how to do emails, right? Learning how to do front end and the back end, right? So you could become a full stack developer. Learning platforms like Shopify, where you're gonna be in there and be able to create an e-commerce store for someone fairly quickly. You can go in and use the front end skills that you have, the back end skills that you have within Shopify. So you can take the store that someone just wanted you to create a store, but you can now help them scale that store and grow with them and add extra functionalities that are not on Shopify, right? So you are 100% a full stack developer, right? But you also have the skills that you can help a business from 0 to 100. Like you could go and be there the whole way with that company. So far your portfolio looks great, um, Manny. So I'm gonna be adding your portfolio to the description of this video for anybody that's interested in working with Manny. Definitely go check him out. Links in the description. Again, he has a lot of cool projects in there. So thank you for sharing that with us, Manny.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Definitely. All right, cool. Let me see who else